Hi guys, it's Oz Budget Beauty and I just did the most ridiculous thing. I'm filming this with my iPhone 4 and I just did this really huge video, and then when it came to edit it I realised that I'd actually filmed it with the forward-facing camera, the FaceTime camera, instead of the proper camera. So I'm just doing a really quick recap of the whole other video that I've just done, so please excuse the brevity. Yes, I'm naked, or my face is naked. I have no makeup, I have no nothing. I've just not long out of the shower, in case you can't tell. And I've just popped in, just moisturiser, that's it. I just basically wanted to let you know that I'm going to be resuming full-time videos again. The reason I haven't posted in ages, like almost a year, is pretty complex, but the basic gist of it is that at the end of last year, my husband and I together purchased a business, and it's done really well, and we've continued to add to that business. And in fact, we did that like 2 weeks before he left to go overseas for his month-long visit to his sister and brother-in-law. I think, if you recall, I posted a video not long before that, and before we purchased that business. So we've purchased the business and we've grown the business. My husband has now quit his full-time job and is now full-time self-employed, which is fantastic. Dorothy has been in year 12 this year, so she's, graduating, and she's had lots and lots of work to do, and we've been really busy with her. Alia has started school this year, so that's another, first. It's all very exciting, but all very, busy. And we're actually now at a point where I'm promoting my photography business full-time, after having had a hiatus for a while. So I've just put an advert into the to the bride's diary. So I think that's being published as we speak, and it's being released in the first week of November. So just in time for the wedding season here in Australia. I've been busy doing a few weddings, just in the earlier part of this year, but just with our business, our other business, and the kids at school, I couldn't really commit to doing that. But now things have really settled in and settled down. We're at a point where I can do that. Anyway, all of that aside, about a year ago, I posted a video on my Oz Budget Evolution channel, which explained or set out a pretty ambitious program for myself, and I was going to do that in the month that Mark was away. But 2 weeks, like I said, 2 weeks before he went, we purchased the business, and I then spent that month on a very steep learning curve, looking after the business, and in fact called my parents from interstate and had them come and collect the children and look after them for 2 weeks, because it was too much with a 2- and 4-year-old, kindy, a year 11 at school, full-time, and doing this by myself. It was just, it was impossible. So I didn't get to undertake that, and then with all of the rest of the busyness, that just got put on the back burner. So I'm ready to resume that. I'm ready to resume full-time YouTube videos. I've not stopped purchasing makeup or being interested in beauty. And in fact, I think this year that I've not been posting videos, I've still been avidly watching all of my subscriptions, and I've been really fascinated to see that. I'm going to be taking more of a journey though inward, and Oz Budget Beauty and Oz Budget Evolution, the two channels, will be focusing not just on outer beauty but more on inner beauty, and that's going to encompass a whole range of things, from diet, exercise, lifestyle, perhaps, short-term detoxing, spirituality, financial wellness, everything, because how we feel and how we settle into the world and how we settle into our skins affects our beauty, and being able to do that in a budget manner, I think, is absolutely key. So Oz Budget Beauty and Oz Budget Evolution are still very much part of who I am. They'll still be very much part of what I'm doing, and I will still be doing makeup related videos, reviews, makeup tutorials, I've had a lot of requests for certain things which I'll be catching up on and doing. Some of it's fashion related, some of it's accessories, some of it's internal work. So I have to dash, seriously. I really need to run and collect Milto from school now. But tonight I'm going to make the first of the Ozbudget Evolution videos. So keep tuned. Thank you so much for staying subscribed and sticking with me during this huge hiatus. I believe it's been worth it, and I'm pretty sure that you'll think it's been worth it too. And just for those of you that are wondering, yes, I've made this entire movie on my iPhone 4. I've edited it on my iPhone 4 and uploaded it from my iPhone 4. So this movie has not touched a computer at all. So it'll be a bit of an experiment. I'm not sure how it's going, whether you can hear me correctly. Leave some comments. Let me know. I'm going to have to get a much better solution than holding it out in front of me because my arm is getting really sore. So if you've got any suggestions as to how I can mount it somehow or somewhere, I'd be really open to those suggestions. But otherwise, it was great to see you, and I'll see you really soon. Catch you later. Are they my feet? Why are you filming my feet?